Today I'm going to show you how to make a French seam, which is a fully enclosed seam. No raw edges will be showing. It only needs 2 lines of stitching. It is ideal for lightweight fabrics, in particular cotton, and for garments that will have to have frequent washing, in particular children's clothes. And you can see that there is no raw edge in sight. It's narrow and it's neat. For the first line of stitching, set the seam guide at just under 1/4 inch and put the wrong sides of the fabric together and sew along the length of the dress from the shoulder down to the hem. When cutting out this dress, because I wanted a clean straight line, I used the rotary cutter. If you use scissors, or if you don't use a seam guide, you may get an uneven and possibly frayed raw edge, in which case you will have to trim this edge before you actually iron it. When you have finished your first line of stitching, then you need to press it, iron it open, and at the moment you are working on the right side of the garment. When it is nice and flat, nice and smooth, turn it over and iron it on the other side. Then iron it on the wrong side of the fabric, on the other side of the work, and it will now be completely smooth and easy to fold. And what you now need to do is fold it on the line of stitching. When you have folded it over, keep it pressed down with your fingers so it stays in place, and then press it with the iron all along the seam line. And when it holds in place, when you have a good firm fold, you will be ready to put in your second line of stitching. For the second line of stitching, I've got the seam guide adjusted to just over 1/4 inch. The folded edge of the seam is right against the seam guide, and this time both the right sides are together. So I'll now stitch from the top, from the armhole, right down to the hem. Now that I've done the second line of stitching, you can see that the first line of stitching is right here at the edge on the fold, and when I turn it the right way round, the raw edges will be enclosed within the seam. So here it is finished. I've ironed the seam towards the back of the garment so it lays nice and flat, and on the other side you'll see what a clean seam you get. And here is the right side. It had a good press with the iron, and you will see that now it is finished, there is not a raw edge in sight on the front or the back.